Welcome to the first Flutter build that I've done here using my new laptop, or refreshed laptop, I should say. So I'm just going through the iOS setup tasks. I don't think these are needed. However, they are in the instructions. So I'm just going to go through them and quickly copy and paste them into Terminal. As far as I'm aware, in my last video, I went through and enabled all the licenses, and Flutter Doctor says everything was okay. But again, just going through this just to make sure that I've completely done everything. It says here, yep, all platforms have been downloaded, so iOS is all good. And here we're going to open up the simulator just to make sure it runs. You don't need to do this bit. When we go and install or create the first Flutter application, it's going to automatically load up the simulator and then load the Flutter application on it. So we're there, it started up. First time I think I just had to click the home button to get it all going, but now it's all good. And off we go. We also have Android installed. We're going to show a simulation on iOS as well as Android and macOS X. And we can even do Chrome as well. I'm not sure if I did that or not, but very, very simple to do Chrome. And we can go and have them all running at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to install the Flutter extension to Visual Studio Code, as it makes things really, really easy. So I highly recommend that. So just go into your extensions area, type in Flutter, install. That won't take very long to go through and install the software for that. There we are, all installed. Now we're just going to go through and enable the output, because we're going to run debug commands and Flutter Doctor, and we want to make sure everything is checked out and be happy. Okay, in the output there, it's going to go through and just make sure that everything is set up correctly. We've got 3 devices available there: iPhone, macOS Desktop, and Chrome, soon to be Android as well. Don't worry about those Dart plugins there. That's only if I'm running the studio itself, but otherwise everything's fine. And I've got Flutter selected there, so I'm only looking at output from Flutter, not from anything else. Okay, so let's go and start our first Flutter application. I've just selected my workspace. It could be development, could be whatever you want. I'm not going to create a new folder. I'm just going to select that folder, and it's going to create a new folder with the Flutter information. Only lowercase is allowed for the new Flutter applications. Yes, I trust all the authors. Only the first time you run Visual Studio Code, you probably need to enable that, just for security. Let's accept all the defaults. Happy with that. Okay, so now we've got our Flutter default application, or Flutter example application. This is just going to demonstrate running a very simple simulated code. This is going to give us a button to push and a number to increment. So we're starting off and running our first build. So it's going to go and compile the current code, compile the Dart code and the Flutter plugin, so to speak. And then it's going to put that into the simulator. There we are. So as simple as that, we didn't have to do anything. Off it went. On the left-hand side, you should see in that watch area, sorry, the call stack area, each one that's running. I'm not sure why it wasn't there. I think I just had to refresh something to make it work. Okay, we've got Android coming here. There you go. So once I started within VS using that top right-hand play button, then everything showed up in the call stack. So we've got Flutter running on iPhone, and we've got Flutter running on the Pixel. So you can see that down the bottom right-hand corner, it's just compiling for the Pixel at the moment. Won't take long. There we are. It's loading up now. And we're in. So when I push the plus button, it's just going to increment integer that's displayed there, and the event will update the display. Now we've got iOS, we've got Android. Let's start macOS X as well. So Flutter can develop and provide a fully working macOS X application that you can then distribute. And you can do the same on Windows using the same code. This is the advantage of Flutter. We can go and write the same code and utilize it on multiple platforms. allowing us not to need to almost rewrite it for each platform. So if somebody really wants to run an application as opposed to running on iOS, there is no issue with that, and you can then write the same code. Yes, some plugins do need to be recompiled and need to be compatible, but other than that, everything's working really well. This is obviously a fairly simple application. And there we go. And each time we make a change, as you saw there, and we do save or Command S, all three will update. And here I can restart the application and reset it all back to an initial state again, and off we go. And I can stop them. And the key point there is I can make a change to a piece of code and I can see that change on all three devices. I could load up Chrome there as well. So I can have 4 devices with my application running, and I can make a change to the code. I can see that change and confirm that it works and all. Hope this helped.